morning. Welcome to another Grover family adventure. It is October 2023. We are on a deer hunt, muzzleloader deer hunt. We're about an hour into opening morning. No deer yet. I'm on a horse ride with Aaron Hammond and his daughter Amanda. And then joining us in camp on this hunt is a good friend Mark Guthrie and one of his friends, Shelby Priest. Mark and Shelby are on a hike this morning going in another direction. Anyway, we're looking for some deer. We'll see what the day brings. Snuck up. I spotted some does from the horses. Hit the horses behind the hill. So I started sneaking, hoping there might be a buck with them. There's not. But I was able to get within 70 yards of these four does. We're into deer. Having fun. Opening morning. Well, mid-morning. We're about as far as we can ride on this hill. Now, time to ride back. Seen two groups of does, no bucks. Tighten up them, yep, like that. What are you doing?
Having a good time. About to go out on a little 6-mile adventure, do our afternoon hunt for mule deer with our muzzleloader. Ready to go.
A little potato. Doesn't he look so cute up there?
I hate that you remember that.
There he is.
Amanda Trey.
There he is. He's moving.
So draw a line
Holy cow.
into the stone.
He's a big one. For us to see him, he's going behind another bush. He went behind another bush. Can't see him right now. Broadside.
Yeah, see him?
Here you go. Well, so ends day one. Saw a grand total of, I don't know, maybe a dozen does, a couple different groups, and one bear right at last light. Now we got a couple mile ride back to camp. Boy, that temperature drops fast when that sun disappeared, but man, it was hot today. Good day, fun day up in the mountains. Some gnarly country. Stay tuned for tomorrow's adventures. Big moon tonight. That's 4 different vehicles on this road.
It really is.
It's been a busy road today.
Yeah, they said they saw about 15 does here.
Uh-huh.
Got about a mile and a half, 2 miles left.
As a crow flies, 1.5 miles. On the road, it'll be about 2.25. Good thing it's a full moon. We've had a long ride in the dark. Hello there. It's afternoon of day 2, and I've got a cold. Excuse the voice. So, status update. Yesterday evening, obviously you saw that. Saw a cool bear off in the distance. Cool experience. And then yesterday night, the rest of my family rolled into camp. So, give you a quick tour of camp. While I do that, I'll tell you this morning. This morning, Mark and Shelby went for a hike up one mountain. I went for a 4-wheeler ride up another. We all saw does, but nothing to shoot at. So, we'll see what the evening holds. Here's our camp setup. Hey, Curly Sue. Curly Sue. I see you. Afternoon of day 2. Kids and I and Aaron, we're out for a ride. Packing a muzzleloader in case we see a deer. Mark and Aislinn are up on Montezuma Mountain. I think it's Montezuma. Anyway, we're out for a ride.
We've been past this.
Having fun?
Yeah.
How's Charlie doing?
Better.
Charlie's good.
I mean, I want to flat when it's downhill. He's not good.
The grumpy rider's not so good. So the kids and I, we've been riding up the canyon just down from camp. Just killing time really while Mark and Aislinn were hunting. I saw a little knob on the map, so I told the kids, stay in the bottom. I'm gonna make a little hike to the top to this knob real quick and glass, and then come back down. I just spotted another bear. Big fat butterball of a bear. He winded me, he must have winded me because I didn't see him until he was running the other direction, but I'm pretty sure the wind direction he winded me Just caught a glimpse of him. Another bear. Let me turn the camera around. He went running right over there and through that and disappeared. We cannot find a buck to save our lives in here, but we can find the bears. I never would have expected that. All we can do is keep trying. I know it's possible. I mean, shoot, I've killed a coos deer in here with my bow years ago. If you can do that, you can get a deer with a muzzleloader. We just got to keep being persistent, keep going. Adios for now. Say cheese.
All right, well, me and A's went to go check out this one spot. It was pretty steep getting up, with a lot of fun though on the four-wheelers. Let's see. Right as soon as we got up that steep part, we were riding and had to holler real quick so that she would stop because I saw a doe about 200 meters from the road. So we ended up getting off the four-wheelers, figuring out if she was alone or not. Couldn't tell. There was a lot of brush. So we spent about an hour stalking this one doe, and I got it all on video, so hopefully we'll be able to share it. But yeah, A's had a good time getting about, what, 30 yards?
Yeah, 30 or 40 yards from her. She was feeding in this brush. I don't know what the brush is, but it has little fruits on it, and she's feeding in that brush. Anyway, she's going to town.
Yep.
So we walked across the flat and sneaked right up on her. It was pretty cool.
Tell me about your evening, Brenna.
Yes, you
We went on a horse ride up the creek, and Dad wanted
the
to
naughty
go
tree.
track out and scout out up above and glance, and we found a lot of bears.
Here, I'll take my skillet.
When we came back, we went to the
to use that grease
top
or
of the
something.
mountain, and it's really cool looking down. The horses did good.
What's that?
The horses did good too.
Okay.
Because the days are getting shorter.
Yeah, but like.
That's why houses are cool.
Morning. We're about an hour and a half into the day. We got a buck spotted. We've been riding up the canyon bottom. Spotted him here on this open hillside. I'll show you in a second. Mark's on a stalk. We made a plan. Mark's moving in. He's got a ways to go. But we at least finally found a buck. That buck is right there. So Mark will go up and across. Mark got a shot. He's 600 yards up there. I have no idea if he hit or not, but he's working down the mountain. We'll see. We'll see. He got on the deer at least. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna hike down to the horses. We're gonna ride up a ways and then go. Fingers crossed, hopefully find him over a dead deer. Here we go. The horses down there. Down to the horses. Up there, hopefully Mark's got a deer up there. Hello again, everybody. All right, Mark's up on the side of this mountain. We rode down the canyon a little bit to get in line with where he would have to come down. I didn't bring my radio, so I have no way of communicating with him. I don't know if he hit the deer or not. All I know is he shot. I'm hiking up to where I last saw him with knives and a game bags. We'll see what we find. Oh, congrats, brother.
Thank you.
I had no idea if you swing, if it was a swing and a miss or what.
Yeah. Got him.
Oh man, he is a good one.
He's a nice one. Snuck up on him.
Dude, he's an old buck.
Yeah. I thought for sure I jumped him already because the doe worked herself over without any spook. And I was like, man, he's still got to be in here. And so I just, couple steps and waited. Couple steps and waited. And everything to me felt like super loud because it's all shell up there.
Uh-huh.
And coming down was harder than going up because of the noise. So over there it's all rock where I could just use the rock to stay quiet. Over here it's all like shell and gravel like this. But I was at an incline when I saw him, and he was standing up feeding, and I took the shot literally like with both feet together and like off my back foot. So I didn't want him to see me. Felt like one more step and he probably would have jumped.
So he was totally oblivious.
Yep.
50 yards.
Yep.
Hey. I'm glad you hit him. I would have ridden you pretty hard had you missed.
Yeah, I'm glad I hit him too. But nice buck. Try to protect these tines on the way down from breaking. I already chipped this one. So, yeah, successful hunt. Wait, now we got to get Jason Nay's one tag out.
I just trust
I had
him.
no idea where he was, and he was where I was looking. He wasn't there. The next thing I know, he's literally like in this little thing that goes all the way up. See that big tree up there? He was feeding off that big tree, and he was underneath it, so you could barely see his horns. And that's what I noticed first, and so I could see him. He was facing down, head up like this. And so I tried to put one right into his back shoulder. Got him a little bit further back than I'd like to, but still, he went down. I reloaded before I came down. Keep losing these dang caps.
Yeah.
So, but little old Muzzley. Got him.
C8. What a stud deer. Just turn him a little bit. What a deer. Well, shoot, had I known he was this big, I wouldn't have let you go on the stock.
Too bad. No, I came down on top of him, and I was like, I don't know where he's at. I'm looking and looking. Next thing I know, I'm like, see some movement. I'm like, oh, there he is. And I was standing on this like ledge,
Right.
like this, and I'm like, oh crap, he's about to see me.
Right.
And he was facing down like this, head up in the tree, eating. And so I went to the shoulders, but hit him a little bit, and a little bit behind it, but it's all right.
He got his lung, right?
Oh yeah,
That's. Oh, don't step on me.
he got him though. He went down about 20 yards out later.
Oh. Wow. Wow.
It's steep up there though. I was
Yeah.
telling Jason if I fell, I would have been done.
Wow.
And then stalked him.
Uh-huh.
I didn't even know where he was. I saw him for about 5 seconds. Strider, it's okay.
It's okay, buddy. He wants to go back to his buddies, too. So.
Well, it won't take long.
No. No. Keep talking. I'm hearing the story.
Yeah. No, I came down on top of him, and I was like, I don't know where he's at. I'm looking and looking. Next thing I know, I'm like, see some movement. I'm like, oh, there he is. And I was standing on this like ledge,
Right.
like this, and I'm like, oh crap, he's about to see me.
Right.
And he was facing down like this, head up in the tree, eating. And so I went to the shoulders, but hit him a little bit, and a little bit behind it, but it's all right.
He got his lung, right?
Oh yeah,
That's. Oh, don't step on me.
he got him though. He went down about 20 yards out later.
Oh. Wow. Wow.
It's steep up there though. I was
Yeah.
telling Jason if I fell, I would have been done.
Big.
Mm-hmm. Nick the Heart. Good job.
Yep. Time to eat it. Right now?
Go for it.
I'll take a bite out of it.
It's good.
Up this side up here, all the way over. It
He
was
dropped into a little.
Yep. And I literally was like climbing.
Good job,
It
bud.
was wild.
That is awesome, Mark. That is awesome.
We saw a bear, a huge bear.
You saw another bear?
a boar. He was huge.
3 bears?
We saw a bear, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's 3 bears for the trip.
Dad, who shot the deer?
It's going. How are you doing?
Doing good? You guys see anything?
We saw a
Bear, huge boar.
We got a really good story for you guys. We'll share it a little bit later.
Hey, let's see it.
Let's go.
All right, come on.
You brought my beanie with you, huh?
Oh, and I brought everything.
It was, huh?
Please don't step on it, because
5 by 7.
I'm going to be getting it mounted.
5 by
Are ya?
7.
Yeah, he's a nice buck.
He's a 5 by 7.
Oh, holy moly. For cool.
6 by 6. 6 by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Does he have a mobile?
Yeah, he does. 1, 2,
Gotta
3,
see
4,
it on that
5,
side, too.
6, 7. That's
Oh
big.
my goodness, he's so pretty.
Dang, Mark.
Yep. Your dad saw him,
Classic dad.
so I said I get to kill him.
You see him, but I get to shoot him.
6 by 7. Look how big of a prickly pear I found.
That's what they're eating, yep.
Awesome.
Ooh, this is a clear photo.
Clear-ish. I don't know that we
Can
got
we
any
cook it?
that are super great, but
Look at this.
That dude is fat.
he
Hey,
is huge. Stop moving. He's a
Turning and looking
big,
at you?
fat dude. Yeah, I think he definitely heard us for sure.
He was a WB bud.
Jessie's been carrying it in her pocket the whole time because she's retarded.
Did he run away or just walk
No.
away?
Walk away.
No, he was just laying there feeding. Remind me that little Rouchie.
Thank you.
There should be some gunpowder in there for everybody.
Well,
What do you think, Darren?
So awesome.
What is it?
Deer heart.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being good, how is it?
It's gonna be a minute. I don't have a good
10.
trainer.
All right.
Back at your dad, still orange beanie. I'm like, game's on. So,
Wearing it to stay warm.
yeah, so I'm still excited. Nightfall.
If we're not here for dinner, he's out of but he cut off the tip of one finger a couple of years ago.
They have better ones, like this sternal is the warmer and longer and better. But basically the same stuff.
Morning. It's the morning of day 4. We're sitting here waiting a couple miles from the truck, waiting for the sun to come up. It's a heck of a lot colder this morning. Finally had a cold front move in. I think the low this morning was 16. The highs are expected to be right about 50, which is a great change compared to what it was the first few days, and we were hitting the mid 80s. And yeah, so begins day 4. I've got Aizen here. Aizen's with me and Aaron. We're taking Strider, Asher, and Oro back into the area where Mark killed his deer yesterday, and then hopefully beyond. The plan is to go beyond and see as much country as we can. So begins another adventure. Bad news. We were riding up the canyon this morning. I was climbing the hill to the same spot I had been glassing up with Mark yesterday, where we found his buck from. As I'm climbing up the hill, almost all the way to the top, I see a buck on the other side of this little draw from me, 150 yards. So I drop down prone, thinking, dang, that's a long shot with iron sights. And then all of a sudden, a whole bunch more bucks come around the corner, and there's 8, 10, I don't know, there's a bunch of them, some really, really nice ones. They're already on to me, they heard me, so they're all looking at me. I get prone, take a steady aim, figuring I have nothing, I have to try, and I missed, for sure. They trotted up over the hill, so I went to following. When I got up to the top of the hill, I'm looking around just in case I see any blood, just making darn sure. And I come around a tree, and there's the group standing and staring at me 70 yards away. I drop to a knee. I can't see him for the grass, so I stand up. I shoot freehand. A buck drops. I'm excited. I take a knee. The bucks mill around. Then they start trotting away, and my buck stands up. He trots about 50 yards, lays down. I'm thinking, great. The other bucks mill around him a little bit, get him up, and he starts trotting off. So I come running over the hill. I watch him as best I can. I'll show you where he's disappeared into, and I'm nervous. The buck trotted through this opening here. It was last seen going down into those trees. I watched a group of bucks cross this opening and go down the saddle that way. Didn't see anything limping behind him, so he's somewhere out there. Oh, man. This is definitely not how I wanted the day to go.
You didn't want to see bucks first thing in the morning?
This is not how, well, I love seeing the deer, but would have liked to have seen them fall and stay down. So we'll see what happens. Stay tuned on the video. My tags failed either way. It's not looking very good, guys. I've been zigzagging back and forth down the hillside where I last saw this deer run. Other than maybe a dozen drops of blood in the general area where he was first hit, I haven't found any other blood. I have no idea where he went once he got into these trees, so I'm just gritting back and forth using Onyx. I'm not feeling very good about myself right now, guys. That's Aislinn up in the tree up there, helping me look. It's a long way for a deer to run and not die. This is the side of hunting that I don't often have to experience, thankfully. And I wouldn't wish this on anybody. This sucks. So I've been replaying the shots in my head, of course. Those 150-yard shots that I took were at standing stationary deer. I was prone, steady. I was right on the maximum limit distance that I told myself I would not shoot beyond. And I don't know why I didn't connect on those shots, but this one, when I hit this deer, that was 70 yards. Yes, I was standing, but it was only 70 yards. And I felt pretty confident with the shot. When the deer dropped right away, I thought for sure we were set. He did get up, but then he laid right back down, so I was content to just sit and watch him. And then he got up again. When he started running, I ran after him, ran to see where he was going. And what I saw made my heart sink. He kept trotting away, didn't show much sign of a hit and nothing to indicate where he was hit. But I'm not finding blood. Man. I found a shed antler in my wanderings. Found a shed, still no deer. That's about what he was too. Chalky 3. I shot about 400 yards over that hill. Back to gritting. Not all of this is as open as you'd like. And now I'm about a mile and a quarter of walking in my pacing back and forth or my gritting. Found shed number 2. Still no deer. Shoot, by this point I really feel like I'm just bumbling along. Here's shed number 2. They're chalky, real compact. This is exactly what I saw in one of the bucks this morning. Keep gritting. I'm gonna have to call it. I've gritted down now to a really steep drop off. I don't even know if I'm gritting the direction the deer ended up going. I'm about 700 yards from point of impact and 2 miles or so in back and forth. I haven't, other than the few drops of blood at the point of impact or where the deer lay down, I haven't seen any sign of a hit, any blood, any tracks. I don't have anything to go on. I'm gonna have to call it. That's frustrating. I really thought myself more competent with iron sights than that. This really sucks. And yes, that's the mountain Mark shot his deer on, just a little bit around the corner, out of sight from this angle. But we found the bucks. We know where they've been hanging out. My tag is filled, or notched anyway. Guess it's time to regroup. Go try to find hazelnut deer. I'm done. Dang it. She's been working hard trying to help me. Pretty graceful.
Yeah. Drop it down.
I know it doesn't look steep. That is a steep climb down. This is the hillside the deer were on. Initially shot from the opposite side right there.
Long ways up there.
I'll tell you, I caught some serious diesel, you guys. After I made my fire and just laid down next to it, I don't know, I just got comfy, the sun came down. Yep, we got one down up there. The horse is up there.
Pretty well formation. What a view, huh? Lots of deer, elk, turkey. And so ends the day. Whole bunch of bucks finally, some turkeys, bull elk, and sore butts. That was a long, long ride. Long ride all the way around M&M Mountain. But we made it back to the truck. Hopefully Mark survived the kids. We'll see here in a half hour or so. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. What a ride. Morning. It's the morning of day 5 of the hunt. Hazen's the last tag holder in camp, and well, she decided she was going to call it a hunt. She's good. We originally planned to head out yesterday night anyway. The plan was to head out this morning, but when we got back to camp, it's looking like Braden may have broke his arm. He fell out of a tree yesterday. So Hazen wants to get down the mountain, get him into Albuquerque for some x-rays before the hunt's over. Before they close today. So we're breaking down camp this morning. Then Hazen and Braden will head down the road, head to Albuquerque for x-rays, and the rest of us might linger for a few more hours, letting the kids play, explore a cave. But hunt's over. Thanks for joining us on this adventure. It's been a fun one. Until next time. Go! And back! And back!
Jessie cheated. She didn't go behind the tents.
All right, Brenna, you ready to climb a mountain with that?
No, bye-bye.